Oh, here we go. Here we are, Society for Labor Employment Relations. We're on our way back from Washington, D.C. Amy's driving, I hope I don't die videoing this. And we had an awesome time. We visited lots of alums and saw some historical sites. So now we want to ask the students why this trip was so meaningful and why we should continue this tradition in the future. So who wants to start?
I'll go.
Madison in the back. Can I zoom in?
So first of all, when I started going on these trips, I didn't know what all I could do with my degree. So this really helps me figure out what I can do and the possibilities of like careers that are out there once we graduate.
Oh yeah, it was really cool too because all the alums like asked people about internships and lots of different things that we never knew about before. Who else?
Yeah, go ahead, Nadine.
Nadine?
I just think it's really important to connect with our alumni, but also you can kind of see like where you want to go and hopefully one day actually be one of those alumni that have people come to your employer and just show them what you do and how continue the tradition. Absolutely. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pay it forward. Yeah, I think it was so cool seeing our alum in such high positions.
Yeah, when we saw Nick Shaw at PwC, and he definitely accredited much of his career path to, you know,
the advisors.
Someone reaching out to him,
the advisors,
and he asked us to pay it forward too. So
I think it's also important. I mean, you can learn as much as you want in a class, in a classroom setting, but then to actually come to somewhere like PricewaterhouseCoopers. And be able to see what you're learning in class actually translate into a high-level position, you know, and just really, it makes it feel that much more important what we're actually doing in the classroom. And I really want to be a part. I felt like I wanted to be a part of PricewaterhouseCoopers after we got done with there, just because of all of their, you know, how connected they were and how engaged they were with us. So.
Not the NLRB.
NLRB was great as well.
Yeah, it was so cool because we learned so much about that and like LER 100 and seeing it. We took lots of pictures. Hector?
Yeah, I feel like our department's already unique as it is, but trips like this is what makes this degree in LERs a gateway for us because we're being exposed to things that I feel many other schools or programs don't offer, taking you on trips to DC just to get to know more of your alumni and expanding your network and learning more of what you can do within this field of LER and even more. So like the degree's endless, and this is what the trip has proven to us.
Anyone else? Julius?
I think another great opportunity from these trips is that it's not always like what you can get out of it, but what you're able to give, because I actually connected with an alumni that's living kind of temporarily for the next 2 years in Annapolis because the commute from where he originally lived was too long. And I'm going to be able to connect him with the Alumni Association that he didn't even know existed. Like, he's like, I just don't have any friends out here because I've just moved here, and it's hard to get plugged into communities like that if you don't know. So it's great to be able to give back and help him get reconnected and find other Penn Staters like us.
Yeah,
Penn State.
Woo! Yeah, we gave a message to Rich Chumka. We told him that Penn State was here.
Says hello.
LER, let him know that we said hey. I did. I told his secretary. Who else? Anyone else? Oh yeah, Sam.
This was my first trip, and it was just great to talk to the alumni and hear their experiences. And they're just, even though they all graduated with the same degree, they're in such different places now, so that's really awesome to see.
Yeah, sophomore here. She's the future of LER. You did a good job by coming on here early. Who else? Anyone else? Casey, do you want to say something? Or Sarah? You gotta speak up though.
I would just
filmer.
Oh no, we don't need to do a close-up. No. I would just recommend that people go on the trips. It is a lot of fun. It's just a really great learning experience. And I think I would just second everything that everyone else has already said. So.
See if
I
Sarah
can
wants
say
to
something. Yeah, sure. I'll just say, whoa! No, not that close.
Smiley.
Oh God. Yes, I would just say that. I mean, you can see a lot of the people on this trip who already have jobs, who even came, and it's just, I think it's a good learning experience to, for anyone, because even if you're not going to be working on one side of the table, to know what's going on in the other person's mind is really important. And I think that it's just a really fun experience altogether, regardless of what you're doing.
see if anyone else Film it. Oh, I want to say something too. I don't know.
Amy's not allowed to look.
I think it's super cool because I was so excited to see NLRB and AFL-CIO. I mean, been learning about it for how long, and to actually be there, I think was super nostalgic. But also, it was really cool to meet all the alum and see how nice they are. Like they genuinely
They want to help
us. And I mean, all of them went out of their way to help us, and it's really cool because you see where they are with their degree and how successful they've been, and it's really like inspiring for me. I mean, I want to be Nick Shaw one day, pretty much. Yeah. And when I am, I'll come back and host it at my office, have a reception for all the students, and say, Amy Deeds helped me in my so it's gonna be awesome, carrying on the LER tradition for sure. So who else? Anyone else? So you have Amy.
That's good.
Amy, final comments?
I really can't say anything, but this is what I do. I can't really look at the camera, but this is what I want to say. I want to say, okay, good move.
Good move.
I want to say that a lot of times people will worry about the future of the country or the world, but because of the
global level.
Yeah, true. But because of the level of the students that I see, especially in LER, how they care about the world, how intelligent, the intellectual curiosity, the commitment, I'm never worried. Because when I heard the students yesterday tell Nick about how the different experiences they've had traveling abroad, going to France, going to South Africa, living in the UK, living in Canada, traveling, being part of the military, speaking different languages. I mean, these students today are just so much more articulate, more advanced than they were when I was in school. So we have so much to be hopeful for. And that's why I think students are awesome, and that's why I really see that you guys may be totally impressed by the alums, and be impressed. They're pretty impressive and they're great, but you will be just as impressive, if not more, when you've had that many years in your career and added so much more to the world.
Amy Dietz, do you have the perfect job?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So in conclusion, I think we all want to give a shout out to our alums and our faculty. Thank you. Thanks, honestly, for making this possible, and thanks. I think we need to thank our driver if we get. Wait, only if we get home safe. Thanks, Amy.
Flirt and safety.
Yeah, flirt and safety. All right.
Bye.
Bye.